Hello, my name is Ari Waldman. I'm a person who stutters. Today is my video Tanya, day 41. Please excuse me that I'm lying down while I'm studying and reciting the Tanya. I'm a little tired. Today is Monday, November 30th, 2020, the 14th day of the Jewish month of Kislev. From Chabad.org, Daily Tanya, Kuntras Acharon, beginning of Essay 6. Monday, 14th of Kislev, 5781, November 30th, 2020. My name is Ari Waldman. I'm a person who stutters, and I'm going to be practicing pausing for this exercise. Kuntras Acharon, beginning of Essay 6. The last two essays explained how the observance of the commandments seeks out the exiled sparks hidden in this world, and thereby suffuses it with godliness. They also pointed out that the same is true of the study of their laws. The present essay goes one step further and explains that the laws of the Torah transcend the world beyond any possible comparison. When David triumphantly brought back the ark from its captivity in the hands of the Philistines, it was placed on a wagon. David had momentarily forgotten the stipulation of the Torah. On the shoulder shall they call it, they carry it. Commenting on this episode, our sages teach that David's forgetfulness came as a punishment for his having referred to the laws of the Torah as songs. Your statutes were songs for me in my place of terror. Why should this expression be regarded as an offense? And in what way is it related to its punishment? These are among the questions discussed in the essay before us, and at greater length in Likutei Torah, in Or HaTorah, and in Derech Mitzvotecha, Mitzvat Masa Ha'aron Ba'katef, David Zmirot Krit Lahu Kule. David, you called them songs because he had referred to the laws of the Torah as songs. David was punished by being made to stumble in a manner that even school children know, that the ark is to be carried on the shoulders. Hine bezohar Shabbata daraita veranana kule. In the Zohar, we find the expression, the praise of Torah and its song. The Torah is a hymn and a song to God. V'lahavin mahu hashevach la'akadosh baruch hu kishizeh isur o mutar. Asur umutar. Let us understand what is the praise of God when a particular object is forbidden or permitted. Hinehu al derech magadlo ma'asecha Hashem. Ma'asecha Hashem. Ma'od amku machshavotecha. A similar concept is implicit in the verse. How great are your works, O God. Your thoughts are very deep. Why does the verse make the deed precede the thought? The Alter Rebbe will soon explain that from an appreciation of God's great works, one begins to understand the depth of his thoughts. Ki hine noda shekol ha'olamot elyonim v'tachtonim tloyim bediktuk mitzvah achat. As is known, all the worlds, the exalted and the lowly, are dependent on the meticulous performance of a single mitzvah. Derech mashal im hakarban kesher nasa yichud elyon ve'olim kol ha'olamot lekabel chayotam vishva'am. For example, if an altar offering is valid, then a supernal union in the Sephirot is affected, and all the worlds are elevated to receive their life force and spiritual sustenance. Vim Shena Shikibel Hadam Bismolo Derech Mashal O Shalo Bikeli Sharet Kasher O Shahaita Chatzitza. However, if the celebrant altered the precise requirements of the law, if, for example, he received the blood of the offspring with his left hand, or in an invalid vessel, or if there was a separation, Azai nit batla aliyot haolamot vehecha yotam v'shva'am mechaye hachayim ein sof baruch hu. That all the elevations of the worlds that would have been accomplished are nullified, as is the life force and sustenance that they would have received from the source of life, the Ein Sof, blessed be He. V'chein b'tfilin ke sherut mit galim mochin elyonim d'ivon shehem makor hachayim l'chol ha'olamot. So too, through the use of valid tefillin, there is revealed the supernal intellect of Zon, Za and Malchut, of Atzilut, the source of life for all the worlds. Uvediktuk achad nifsalin, umistalkin hamolchim. Yet through the omission of one required detail, they are invalidated, and the intellect departs. Uvahai gavana bidiktuke mitzvot lo tasa. The same applies to the detailed requirements of the prohibitory commandments. A single detail affects all the worlds. V'hilchach umidbonin hamidbonin ma gadlu maaseh Hashem shebiriboy ha'olamot v'chol tzvam. Let one therefore ponder how great are the works of God in the multiplicity of worlds and all their hosts. Ve'ech kulam betelim mitziut legabe diktuk achad midiktuke haTorah. And how all of these are literally null relative to any one of the specific requirements of the Torah. Shehu omek machashava ha'elyona v'chachmata yitbarech. For it is the profundity of the supreme thought and the divine wisdom, asher bediktuk kal olim, kol ha'olamot, umikablim heyotam, ushvam, o lehepach, chas v'shalom. For through the observance of one minor specification, all the worlds ascend and receive their life force and spiritual sustenance, or the reverse. God forbid, in the case of a detailed requirement, of a prohibitory commandment, transgression brings about, God forbid, a descent in all the worlds. Umizeh nidbonin gedolat omek machshavato yitbarich shehu bivchinat bli gvul v'tachlit. From this, we may ponder the prodigious profundity of God's thought, which is boundless and endless. Me'alta le'ein kates v'tachlit al me'alot hayot kol ha'olamot, and which infinitely transcends the vitality of all the worlds. Shekol chayotam shofa midiktuk echad mimana. For their entire verifying power issues from a minor requirement of God's thought. Shehu nimshach mimkora. Hu omek machashavato yitbarich. This requirement being drawn from its source, namely the depth of God's thought that specified it. Kamo sha'ar ha'adam ha'nimshach mimocho al derech mashal. Analogously, man's hair issues from his brain. V'chenoda matkikonayim va'idara rabba, as is known from Tikkunei Zohar Idra Rabba. V'zot haita shamat simchat David HaMelech alav hashalom shahaya mizamer umiranin l'sameach libo ba'asik haTorah ba'at tzarato. There was the delight of King David, may he rest in peace, as he sang to gladden his heart in his Torah study during his time of anguish. He was overjoyed when he contemplated how the entire world is of no account relative to one minor specific detail of Torah. This is the end of my video, Tanya, day 41. Have a great day.